You're back with Easy Jeezy. I'm making this video for the yoga series, and part of the yoga series I've had a few people comment they're interested on what dietary changes that I made and what kind of exercises I do and the yoga practices. And I think now that I've discovered with the first video that there is going to be some interest here and that we will go forward, I want to give you a little background information about myself, and I'm not bragging, and I'm not, I think it's just necessary. There's people that are going to be new to my channel that don't know who I am, and I'm going to be showing a side of me to my YouTube friends that I've never shown before. So this is kind of hard for me. I've been overthinking it and overanalyzing it, but I guess we just got to start someplace. So bear with me. This may get crazy as we shift from one thing to another. It's going to be hard to stay on track. I haven't had a chance to get back to Nicole since that first video, and her business is expanding. She's adding more classes. She's got a family. I appreciate her taking the time to do this. She wants to do it. Neither one of us are getting paid to do it. And as far as payment goes, I want you to know that I've never made a dime off my YouTube videos. I started my channel in 2009, and a couple years ago, I think it was last year when I started to partner. I went into the partnership deal and you started seeing commercials on my YouTube channel. Well, at some point in all of that, and I can't remember it might have been back in 2009, I had no intention of ever posting a video. I just wanted to be part of the YouTube group and subscribe and leave comments and so forth. So I never put in my checking account number for that portion of receiving payment if that time ever came. I don't remember at what point that happened, but I can't seem to get back there unless I start another channel. And I've got too many subscribers, too many viewers. I've seen other people attempt to have other channels and it never seemed to pan out. So I want to just stick with this channel, and I'm not making money doing this. I want you to know that. Nor in any of the products that I'm bringing up am I use the products. I'm not selling the products at this time, although some of those things may change. So I just want you to know where I'm coming from and be honest and upfront, and I'm being way too lengthy about this. So let me take you off the stand. There's a few things I want to go over, give you some a couple of good nuggets here. Your body's only going to be as good as the way you treat it and the way you feed it. And if you're putting toxic things into your body, it's not going to respond as well. You're going to get bogged down. You're not going to feel well. And feeling well is what a lot of this is about. Early on, I shouldn't say early on, last summer, I bought this little Brita water filter. Maybe there's other people out there to have them. There's a little filter inside, and I keep mine at room temperature rather than putting it in the refrigerator, because that works out better for me, and I feel that it's healthier for my body. Now, in every respect, when I say things like that, I'm referring to what I'm doing that works for me. Your life and your style may differ, and that's fine. Here I've got a couple of shelves dedicated to nutritional things that I take, and just like my exercises, I like to mix it up. Your body adapts and get used to whatever you put into it and whatever you do to it. And your mental attitude about all of this is very, very, very important. And you need to get yourself motivated. Here, right inside my kitchen cupboard, I have hanging a picture of myself when I was 40 years old. And you can see I not too bad looking. You see my tattoo down there on my forearm. That was back in the day. I think I had been divorced. I was married for 17 years, married my high school sweetheart, and without going into any details or sending any negative vibes out, it didn't work out, and I was left with raising 2 children by myself, and they were very supportive. My daughter was 15, my son was 9, and I was an alcoholic. I had to get my shit together, but I wanted to have a girlfriend. I wanted to find another mate, and I wanted her to be a hot little shit, you know? So I figured the best way to do that was to get into shape myself, and that's how I arrived at that type of physique. Now, one of the things I did to arrive at that physique was go to a gym. I want to show you this quick picture of me when I was in my early 20s. I was about 22 years old. That was before the tattoos. Look at that big old shaggy beard. And I remember at work they told me I needed to trim that thing up because it was reaching vagrancy standards. But I was always into health and fitness, and that's what I wanted to show by this. This was a curling bar that I made out of 3/4 inch black pipe, and there's some plastic weights that I had picked up, some 10-pound weights, and I was working out and had this picture taken. So after the divorce and when I started going to the gym, I started making improvements, and I met this fellow right here. I can't even remember his name. I think it was Charlie. He was a commercial real estate agent, and he would go to the gym regularly, and they posted up this natural bodybuilding contest, and we kind of challenged each other to go ahead and enter this contest, and he and I both were in the seniors division, and I got this 5th place trophy, which I'm very proud of. It's one of my cherished things, and it says on this trophy here, 1991 Denver Open Drug-Free Bodybuilding Championships, 5th place Masters Men. And I really enjoyed doing that. It was a lot of hard work, but it was motivation, and I had a goal. Here was some pictures that we took at home with black and white film, and I just want you to see what I looked like when I was 40 years old. And yeah, not bad, huh? Yeah, had a lot of fun. Shaved all the hair off, got a suntan, and put on a little oil, and we were having some fun with that. And here's a picture of me about 9 years ago in the chill plant where I was working. Some of you guys remember some of those chill plant pictures. I had my Harley back then, and I took it right inside the plant. I had painted up this whole inside of this plant, made it all really spiffy looking, and I was a badass biker making trips up to Sturgis and having a good time, and I feel that I can no longer do that. In order to retire, I sold a lot of those toys, and I just felt that it was kind of a dangerous thing to do. Now, back on the bodybuilding thing. As I went through the bodybuilding, I had goals set for myself, and I used to take these notebooks with me to the gym, and I would write down the date and the day and what body parts I worked at, different things about it. Wednesday, January 18th, squats. I got a good pump, I had good form, standing calves, seated calves. You have to work certain body parts on certain days. You have to trick your body into responding, especially when you get to a certain level, because when you're training and you do the same type of training over and over again, your body adapts to that. So you have to change up. And I know there's a couple guys in the YouTube garage that are into athletics and getting in shape, and our friend Greg is getting ready for an Ironman contest, so I thought some of this might be interesting to him. So my basic routine was I had a 6-day-a-week workout. It was no, here's Friday, ride the bike for 20 minutes, decline dumbbell presses. I put how many sets and how many reps I did with how many weights, cable flexes, flat bench, delt work. You need to keep track of all this stuff. I got a good pump that day. You know, here's the 21st, the 23rd. I would take Sundays off. Recuperation is just as important as the workout itself. I would do back and biceps on one day, chest and triceps the next day, legs the following day, and I would repeat that cycle. Now that I'm older, I have to do it a little bit different. At this time, I was going to a gym and I was working out. But here's a whole notebook full of all the workouts and routines that I was doing, because you have to increase the challenge. You have to, here's Saturday, legs, hack squats, one set of 12 at 90 pounds, one set of 9 at 140, one set of 6 at 160, leg presses 180, 230, 250, 290, 310 pounds. I only weighed 150 pounds and I was leg pressing 310 pounds. Yeah, baby. I would find somebody in the gym that had an interesting physique. I would look in the mirror and I would see which body parts that I had that weren't up to snuff. I wasn't cutting the mustard. And I would look at somebody that had what I wanted, and I would look at them and I would watch them and I would try to befriend them. I no longer belong to a gym. The gym close to my house closed. I've got this, all I have at home is this adjustable weeder bench that you can go incline or decline, and rather than do bench presses with a barbell, let you see here on the floor, I chose to go with dumbbells. Out of all I don't have room or the space to have a whole set of dumbbells, and you need to change the weights. I like the pyramid up, I like the pyramid down. These weights I found were the easiest to handle. You get extra support when you're picking them up, and by changing these, there's different colors over here. Changing these little slots on the side, you can choose your different weights up to 50 pounds. And yeah, 50 pounds might not be a lot, but I'm in my mid-60s, and that's plenty now. You just do more reps. So all you do to change the weight is just change that little nylon deal here on the side. And I found that these weights were comfortable. There's other brands that do other things. This is the Power Block brand. I had to buy the table separate. I've got dumbbells on the floor. I like to use these rubber things. These are great to get do all kinds of crazy stuff. And I also have this chinning bar that will attach to any doorway. It's not screwed in or bolted in. And I do my chin-ups and pull-ups on that. And here you look at it from the other side, it's right in my kitchen, and every time I walk by it, you know, it's glaring at me, so come over here and do it. I graduated from the Berkey water, or the Brita water filter, to this Berkey water filter because it's the only one that I know of that does filter out fluoride. I'm going to post a link in the description box below of a channel that I want you to go to if you're interested. This kid put this up on YouTube, and it's a little bit lengthy, but it talks about what has been happening with the conspiracy and mind control of people in our country and around the world, and how we can break out. It's funny how this tool of the internet has been fun and entertaining and educational, and it benefits all parties concerned, conspirators or whoever the heck you want to call them, but it has also allowed us to communicate amongst ourselves. And you can be a skeptic or a critic like I used to be, but I'm starting to come around and I'm starting to learn things, and I'm finding out that this yoga stuff and this health stuff and nutrition stuff, a lot of this has been kept from us. I mean, it's simple. Nothing's been hidden, but they never really taught it to us, and my parents never taught it to me because they were from a different generation and a different time, and things are evolving and changing, and I'm glad that you guys are on board. Now, I suppose I've just babbled a lot to a lot of other people, but there's some people that are interested in what I have to say, and like mentioned earlier, I want to get with Nicole before I start doing the exercises, because we haven't discussed in particular what she wants to do, and I don't want to be duplicating on my own what she's going to be doing, or how we're going to do it if we get to do it together. So that's where I'm coming from on that, and I just wanted you to know who I was and what kind of background that I come from, that I can be in a position to help you help yourself. Because basically it all boils down to that. I can't do it for you. You're going to have to do it for yourself. I'm going to show you how I did it for me. If you have medical issues and physical issues, you need to take your doctor's advice into consideration. I want you to remember this. Doctors are there to help us. But by the same token, generally all they're really doing is helping your body and helping you help yourself. If you go in with a broken arm, they're going to reset it. But what heals your arm? Your body. You heal your own arm, because that's the way your body is designed, to heal itself. You go in with a cold, or you feel sick, the doctor gives you maybe a prescription to treat the symptoms. Sometimes it's just like a pain pill, sometimes it's antibiotics, but most of the time, whatever ailment you have has to run its course. Whatever damage that you've done to your body is going to take time to heal, and it heals itself. Sometimes they'll give you medicine that makes you more comfortable, allows you to sleep, and they feel that it allows your body to help itself quicker. But generally speaking, the nutrition and the rest and the activity that gives your body the tools it needs to heal itself. And one of the most important tools is oxygen. We take breathing for granted. We take our whole body for granted until something goes wrong with it. Then all of a sudden we want to get it fixed. We want it fixed now, and we want to feel comfortable. We don't want to feel uncomfortable during that process. But things have changed. Medicine's changed. It's all good. All these MRIs and stuff that they have is great, but they're expensive, and I think we have other alternatives, and that's where I'm coming from, because I'm on an extremely limited budget now. So anyhow, I just thought this needed to be said. Sorry if I bored you to tears, and yes, there was going to be hopefully more interesting stuff coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. And to my Volkswagen viewers, this is just something on the side in parallel with that theme, and I will continue to do the Volkswagen videos as my work with my Volkswagen comes up. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again. Easy Jeezy out.